Now let's talk about creating and selling digital products. So let's say you have a Harry Potter style fantasy book and you need a book cover. Let's hop into Midjourney and make that happen. So I'm typing in a fantasy wizard book cover stars. Now let's say we have an album cover for a folk band and we want something kind of naturey. So I'm typing in folk rock album cover, nature, trees, cabin. Now we can look at our book cover examples. Remember, if this was not what you were looking for, you can keep iterating, use different prompts, modifiers, and really go the distance to find something that you're truly happy with. But let's say you liked this image here on the right. You could use this as your base image to get rid of this text, create some new text that is appropriate for your book, and use this. So we have a folk rock album cover with trees and nature and a cabin, and I like these two options here. Let's say you're trying to make a short film poster. So now we'll do a short film poster about a cowboy vintage saloon. Here we have our potential movie posters for our vintage cowboy short film. Obviously, you would take this into a different program and redo the text, but these are some amazing starts to your movie poster. So for all of these different options, this is just the starting point. You would want to pair this with Canva or Photoshop or any other program where you can get rid of the text that Midjourney puts on and put your own text that's appropriate for your project. For our next example, let's talk about making a stylized portrait. So let's say a client or somebody sends you a nice portrait and you can upload it here into Midjourney by clicking this plus button, upload file, or you can simply drag it from your computer into here. Now you can do /imagine, drag this image into your prompt, and we can talk about the different upgrades that we want to make to this picture. So we'll do as an astronaut. So here we have different options of our subject as an astronaut. So of course, you could take this one step further and pull this into Photoshop or another image editing program where you could take her face from the original picture and put it onto the Midjourney photos. So it's a perfect replica, but I just want to get the ball rolling in your mind's eye so you can see what all the different possibilities are.